Who the fuck was I
And
playing
we
as
are
last night? I
live.
can't even
Thank you
remember.
for
Goodness.
interrupting, Devin. We are fucking live. Jesus Christ. What? Already starting. Welcome, anyone, to the Gaming Chamber podcast. What is it? Episode, I think, 38. I am a little off right now. I'm a little under the weather.
You know
So,
how old you are? Actually, no.
Like if you were
yes, I am
actually like
38.
your right age, it would be now, right?
I am
December.
38. Yes. Is there an issue with that?
No, I was just
Motherfucker.
like, I'm pretty sure we're on your birthday age, episode.
I am your host,
That's
Two
all.
Beasts to Kill You, or Everett, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. Oh my God, this opening is already fucked up. Joining me as usual this week, Devin.
Skull Vikes.
Oh God, JJ.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh my God, that intro is cursed.
Gold.
It's gold. It's golden, kind of like the showers. You know, I'm gonna stop right there. All right, so.
What the fuck, man? You talking about golden showers, man? We doing that now?
I mean, you don't want to talk about golden showers?
Well, I mean, if we're doing that, invite me to the party. Let's go.
Like it ain't a party until there's a shower that's golden. Oh
And
my
I'm
God.
there.
And you're there to witness it or be a part of it or maybe be the initiator of it. Oh my God. This is just so wow. All right. So yeah, another week of gaming. Although I'm gonna say this week has been a little slow with the news. There's some pretty maybe major stuff, but nothing I would say too huge. Which makes sense because it's this Thursday, the what do you call it? The Game
Game
Awards.
Awards.
So there's probably gonna be some big shit happening at that point. So when that obviously after that we'll for next week's podcast. Well, knock on wood, like we'll have some good subjects to talk about. Hopefully, some good announcements and all that stuff. Ah, sorry, I had to cough. So before we get into what little we can talk about, though, I'm gonna just combine both of you guys for this week because you guys have been played Marvel Rivals at least a little bit, right? Just want to hear your guys' thoughts on it.
I've had a ton.
Oh, well, okay, JJ. I guess we'll start with you
It's
then.
So
good.
far,
I really like it. I was gonna say I really fucking love this game. I haven't really been big into hero shooters in a while, but this one I feel like is very good. Something like I made a joke. It's like kind of how like Overwatch was when I first started. It was very fun at the start, but like this kind of brings me back. And then just knowing all the characters and like some new ones too, it's kind of cool. Like kept playing Captain America, Moon Knight, Black Panther, etc. It's really cool. I think right now I'm playing as Jeff the Land Shark, uh, the healer of the game. So I don't really play healers that much, but he's super fun. Like the kits on everything.
What about you, Devin?
yeah. So far, I really like it. Like, it's nice not having to. Again, like JJ said, it kind of feels like Overwatch 1 days where, I don't know, they're not trying to microtransact you out the fucking ass.
I mean, they're gonna
And
get
there's
there,
no
but
pay to win shit in this, which is nice. Yeah, but I mean, this game has got the microtransactions, but I don't know. I'll probably never buy a skin, but it's fun just like being able to just derp around with all these heroes that you've seen. So it's nice having a Marvel game that's good,
Yeah,
just to kind of yeah, just to kind of you hop on. I mean, I don't really care if I win or lose. I mean, obviously I'm trying to win, but I'm not gonna be trying to be a sweat on this game. Like,
Yeah. No, I played a little bit
Just a fun game to play with
yesterday.
the buds.
I played a little bit yesterday. It's okay. I'm just I'm not into that style of game. Clearly, even with the Marvel skin, I don't I don't care too much for the oh, some have guns, some do melee, some have projectiles or whatever. Oh, and they have different abilities. I just want guns, sprint, aim down sight. That's all I want. Like, and they don't have that in these types of games. Overwatch, what is it? Paladins, right? Is the other one. Um, and obviously Marvel Rivals. I just don't think this style of hero shooter, whatever, is for me really. I mean, I'll play it still, like with you guys or whatever, but like, this this just isn't my cup of tea. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's a fun game. I see where, like, I don't know if reviews are really out or maybe it's like ongoing stuff or whatever. But if it gets really good reviews, that makes sense because it's really well polished. At least from what I've played, I didn't have like any kind of bugs or anything. It looks good. It plays, silky smooth, 60 frames and all that stuff. Again, I'm not a hero shooter type of guy. I'm just more waiting now. I guess you said it's playable tonight, right? Indiana Jones. That's what I'm waiting for.
Hmm.
I thought it was coming out at a different day, but hey, if it's playable tonight, that's better for me. But yeah, I don't know.
Nerd.
Have you guys been playing anything else?
Getting close. I mean, like I'm on chapter 10 of Death Stranding.
Oh,
So
so
that's pretty cute.
you're like right there to.
Well, I mean, some of the chapters are short, some of the chapters are long. I can say it like spoiler alert. I mean, you go into like what's called the beach, which is like the afterlife, and you go to like World War II and shit like that. And like those chapters are like really short. The chapters where you're in like the main America area, those chapters are long. So I don't know how many are going to be like on the beach and how many are on like, you know, so who knows. But yes, I think there's 13 or 14 chapters. So I am getting close-ish.
What about you, JJ? Still same old RuneScape and things like that.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm probably gonna play Sonic next week to get hyped for the movie. We're gonna be doing a lot of Sonic stuff. I want to watch the
Mm.
movies with the girlfriend so she can get hyped for Sonic 3. I'm gonna play Sonic Shadows. Yeah, excited.
All right, cool. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get into the gaming news now. Then, just because, as I said, I'm a little under the weather. Kind of don't want to be recording this for too long, unfortunately. I'm gonna start with something actually that I just saw today. I didn't put it in our notes for the podcast, but this is kind of a not kind of, but it's kind of important. So Miyazaki of From Software fame, he says Elden Ring 2 is not currently being considered for the studio. So take that for what it is, I guess. Maybe they want to. I mean, just because it's not being considered right now doesn't mean that they won't make it. But it's probably that maybe they'll make another game, maybe another Dark Souls or something before moving. Maybe not Dark Souls, but something else. I mean, they have other, Kingsfield. Maybe they'll make another. Was it Armored Core? Is them right? That was them.
Yes.
Or maybe they'll make another Sekiro.
Or I think they
Yeah,
do the
or they could
Tenchu.
just make up a whole new IP. I mean, as long as it plays like a Souls game, I mean, I've never been really into the lore of the game, so for me, what the game is doesn't really matter. It's more like the gameplay itself. That's what matters to me.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I hope
yeah,
to see them cool to make a Tenchu game. I love Tenchu Z.
Tenchu. I wonder if they even still own the rights to Tenchu. Like, who? I wonder who owns the rights to Tenchu. Because yeah, were they the first like
Yeah, it says
developer to make a
Tenchu from it's,
no
it's from software.
that? So they made the first one. Because yeah, I remember.
Thought so. That was like one of their Japanese. Those games are cool.
I mean, you'd
It's a
be
real
surprised what From Software's worked on. Didn't they make? Didn't they work? I swear that it's them. They worked on like Ninja Blade or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was like the worst one they made.
It
One
was
of
like
the bad
it was like a
games from
Ninja
software
Gaiden.
made.
Wasn't it like a Ninja Gaiden like ripoff
And
or something?
even when you say that was like the worst game that they made, it still was actually had some decent moments in it.
Every shit game had a decent moment.
Mm.
Well,
But it's like, but I'm not saying like it's completely horrible. I felt like it wasn't too like it was like out of like Dark Souls.
I mean, that's obviously what they're known for or whatever, this the Souls stuff. But I mean, obviously they've made other games. You know, like I said, I mentioned previously, Kingsfield. You know, Armored Core is their other big franchise, I guess. Um, I'm looking through right now. Yeah, it's all a bunch of Armored Core and Kingsfield.
I
You
doubt they
see,
would make a Kingsfield because Kingsfield, unless they just do a remaster. But like Dark Souls is like the child of Kingsfield. Like Kingsfield had to fucking deal with that bullshit just for Dark Souls to start running.
no, yeah. If you there's a lot of like yeah like I'm blanking on the word similarities or whatever like with the difficulty and things like that. They're like clearly they refined in later games with Demon Souls and then Dark Souls and everything. And yeah, was Ninja
Yeah,
Blade was their game. I just wanted to verify. I cannot believe they made a like a character action game. It just does not seem like them.
probably wanted to try to get in the market for fucking Ninja Gaiden. So like one of those types.
Well, it was an Xbox exclusive, so that makes sense. Like why it was like just kind of maybe out there. Like maybe Microsoft's like, we need to have a Ninja Blade that's just us, even though they kind of had or not Ninja Gaiden, even though they were kind of making Ninja Gaiden kind of was Xbox exclusive for at least that first one on the Xbox, not the original, like the like reboot franchise or trilogy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it was Ninja Gaiden Black, right? That's when it got released on other platforms. I don't even remember.
Yeah, that's right. That I think. Then they had Sigma, right, or some shit. I
Sigma
don't
was
know. I
definitely
know
like
the big.
multi-platform because I think Ninja Gaiden 2 might have been an exclusive at first.
I remember that one. I played, I think, that one for a little bit.
But yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it makes sense. Maybe they're not. Yeah, they're not gonna work on Elden Ring. Doesn't mean they're not gonna make another Elden Ring. I would assume they're gonna make another one at some point. Um,
or just
but
another Souls type game. And it's gonna be the next game they make is just gonna be a Souls game. This may not have the Elden Ring title in it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously they've made other games that were Souls games that don't have the Souls names in it. But you would think the thing for me is that you think they'd want to go with Elden Ring too because of just how popular Elden Ring is, and
I don't
like
think they need to though. I think From Software themselves is big enough where if they just say this is the next FromSoft game, I don't think it matters.
I mean they've kind of been that way at least since maybe Bloodborne, where it's like, oh, another FromSoft game is coming out. it's been slowly like because obviously Demon Souls was enough of a hit that Bandai Namco published the next game, and then it was just Dark Souls. And obviously that was enough of a hit because there was Bloodborne, which is its own thing. But then Dark Souls 3 came out. Sekiro got a lot of hype. Uh, Armored Core had a lot of hype. The latest one. Obviously, Elden Ring is probably I would say it's probably their top selling, like single game kind of thing or whatever. Not their top selling franchise. That's the Souls games. But yeah, it, you're probably right. Like, if it just says from FromSoft, it's yeah, people are
Mm.
gonna be
From the
freaking the
people
fuck
who
out.
brought you Elden Ring
From the people who tore you a new asshole in a lot
comes
of the games.
Sekiro 2, the
Yeah,
game Everett will never be able to beat.
I just don't. I don't like. I've talked about this. I don't like that style, like you have to parry most of the game. Like it's like a hyper focus of that. Like I just want to attack. It's the what we talk about, the unga bunga. Like I just want to attack, 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 attack. If
But you
parrying
don't on the other game. You play build on Elder Scroll. I mean, but Elden Ring.
in Elden Ring, that's how I am. I go and attack. I don't block. I don't like try to parry. I just try to attack. That's all I do. I don't like parrying. I don't want to. I don't want. I don't have the patience to try and be like, okay, I got to time it and do this. I just want to slash. I just want to hit you. That's all it is. I'm not trying to. Cause what's that other? There's that other like. Obviously not. It's not from Software, but there's another like Souls like game that is focused on parrying.
The one that you
Neo,
quit, Wulong.
is it that one? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
the
that
one you
one.
quit
Like,
on. Yeah,
yeah, because it's focused. It has a big focus on like you got to parry, and
it's like a samurai game.
yeah, I don't want to parry. I don't care about parrying. If parrying is like the main like way to like try and get through the game, and I can't just attack, 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 I don't want to play your Souls like. I don't. I just don't.
I think it's like a
It's
lot of samurai games. I think are a lot of based on parrying. I think.
well, I mean, if that's how the game is going to be, and it's just based on like a samurai stuff, then there's probably a reason why I don't play a lot of samurai games because I don't.
Uncultured.
You can call me uncultured all you want. I don't care. Like I don't care for that mechanic. I've never like I've said it before. Like when I play fighting games, I don't
Wait,
block
have you said it
in fighting
before?
games. Yes, I've said it before in other podcasts. Like when I play fighting games, I don't block. I just want to throw projectiles and throw punches. When I play fucking Souls games, because they have the
You play a lot
mechanic
of
in the
computers,
game.
right?
What?
You play against a lot of the computers, right?
I have played a lot against a lot of people in like Mortal Kombat and stuff, and I get my ass kicked all the time because they'll block, and I refuse to block. I don't want to block. I want to attack. I want to attack, attack, attack. I know I'm gonna lose. I don't lose every time. I have beaten guys, but I'm not, like I just think that's such a weak thing to block. Like,
Is it not Sigma to do that?
sure, it's not Sigma to do that. I guess. I don't know what that means. Oh my god. I I was talking about this with a friend of mine the other day. I really hate like I'm gonna be old for a second here. For a minute.
You've been old.
No, but I'm gonna show my age and be like the old man. I hate this like talk like where they have shit. It's like, oh, that's not Sigma of you or some shit, or like, because full disclosure or whatever, my friend is younger than me by a good amount of years. And she said the phrase dead
Everyone's younger
ass.
than you.
I'll put it by a good amount of years. She said the phrase dead ass. I didn't know. I don't know what that means. Like, I mean, I know now, but I'm like, what? I had a
On God, you
coworker.
don't?
Oh my god, I had a coworker like a couple weeks ago. He had said that, and I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Dead ass? Like, what? Like, I just
Dude, on God, you don't know what that means?
I really hate on God, bet, cap. Like the thing that's pissing me off, what's his name? Kendrick Lamar. He released that song "Squabble Up," and I wanted to strangle someone so bad. I'm like, what do you mean squabble up? That is not a fucking real saying. Squabble, yes. Oh, we got into a little squabble. But you can't squabble up. That doesn't mean anything. You're just putting two words together and be like, yeah, this is what it means because I said so. No, that's not how the English language works. You can't just put two things together and say, now it means this. That's God damn, I fucking hate young people so much. I know I'm only 38 years old, but fuck, I have the mind of a 6-year-old. Like, you young dumbasses. I said it the other day at work. We need a Thanos snap that takes out all the young people. I don't care that it's probably gonna doom the world or something, but I need this new language to fucking stop. Things are not fire. Things are cool. Things are awesome. Things are good. Things are not fire. Whatever. All right, let's move on to the next subject.
No,
All right.
the way the Vikings played today was fire.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
it's already lit,
All right,
dude.
so hey guys, remember Pokemon TV? I think it was like a channel in Japan or something, or maybe a YouTube channel.
No, it's an app.
Oh, it was an app. I don't know, whatever. So Pokemon TV
Dude,
is
what
coming
the
back.
Sigma are you talking about?
I'm going to fucking. Oh my god. So
Dude, that's
Pokemon
pretty
TV.
fire, dude.
Please. Why are you guys doing this to me? Why are you
On
doing
God,
this
no
to me?
cap.
For real. All right, so
You know
Pokemon
why?
TV is
Okay, for
return.
real, it's busted.
Oh my god. I fucking hate you guys so much. Anyways, Pokemon TV
I'm getting
returning
a lot of cringe from
as
every.
that's not bad. Cringe is cringe. Things are
No,
cringe
no,
when I was
no,
a
no.
little
Cringe is the
kid.
word, but the way you say it's cringe.
Well, then Riz you should be okay with
Oh
because
my
it's
fucking
just
god!
charisma
Did you just
shortened.
say Riz? No, we're not doing this. Please stop now. I will end this fucking podcast right now. I do not care. I will stop, and there will
He's
not be a
giving you
pod. There will one more. If there's one more, I am not kidding. I will stop the podcast right now, and there just won't be an episode this week. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This shit is actually legitimately making me angry because I am old. Anyways, Pokemon TV returning as a YouTube channel apparently this Friday, and it will stream the anime. What are you guys' thoughts? Goddamn.
Who cares?
pretty ooh dude.
It's pretty uwu. It's pretty uwu. Okay.
I kind of wanted to watch it back then. I had the app, but I think it was kind of I couldn't find like the old movies and stuff on there. So I think just play like a lot of the newer stuff. Like I think from like Sword and Shield, like that era kind of the show. I kind of wanted to watch like a lot of the Indigo one. Like
Oh
me
yeah.
and the girlfriend want to watch like the old school ones and stuff. And like when Max gets a little older, we can watch like some of the old school Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, I might check this out and watch some of it because I would like to see some of the older. I think it is on Netflix, but I don't think I have a Netflix account.
Yeah, and the Indigo is on Netflix and stuff. But
I don't think I have a Netflix
yeah, I
account,
think it's
and
cool.
I'm not paying $20
Yeah,
something a month for Netflix. Stupid.
I think she's like paying $10 with ads.
But yeah, but you get ads, right? And
And I forgot there's ads. I forgot I was watching Arcane. I see an ad pop. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I think I pay like $15.99, but I don't pay for the 4K streaming. I just pay. I'm like, oh, whatever.
my eyes are not good enough for 4K. Like my Xbox, it's connected to a video card capture device or whatever. I just have it at 1440p so I can have 120 hertz, and I swear I don't see a fucking difference between games. So clearly my eyes just don't work as well as I would like.
That's what happens in old age, right?
Well, I've had bad eyes for years. I also have not great hearing, but that's a whole other.
Yeah, you got bad knees.
That's from a childhood accident. I was hit by a car, and now my right leg is shorter than my left leg.
My parents pushed me out in front of a car.
Practically. But that's a discussion for another time. So, okay. We'll move on from the Pokemon thing. It was just a quick. I knew it wasn't really going to be a big discussion because I know, yeah, Devin, you're not a Pokemon guy. Like, I mean, have you even
Yeah, I
played
mean,
Pokemon
like,
Go?
it's funny, like, no.
Yeah,
But, like, unrelated, but, I mean, it's, like, kind of video game related or whatever. But I'm like, I watch, like, the Rich Eisen show on, like, Roku because that's where it streams. You can stream all of, like, the original, like, that Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime on Roku for free.
Oh, really?
So,
I might
there's
have
the
to
Yu-Gi-Oh! Video
actually.
game, so if you're...
Yeah. As they would say,
I
it's
remember my
time
brother
to
watching that shit.
duel.
Dude, my brother would watch that. But my biggest annoyance to that show, like fucking one episode would be like one turn, and I'm just like, dude, can we speed through some of these turns? Like, god damn, like
That's
why
that's a
is one
problem with
turn?
certain anime is filler or stretching out. Like there's that that famous Dragon Ball Z thing where like one of the villains when they go to a planet called Namek, there's a villain named Frieza. I mean everyone knows who Frieza is at least a little bit, I guess. But he like is like he throws like an energy ball thing or whatever into the planet and it's supposed to blow up the planet. And he's like, this planet has 5 minutes until it explodes. They then proceed to have like 8 episodes of fighting, So it's, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
There's
what
like,
it
yeah,
felt like watching the Yu-Gi-Oh show with my brother. That's what it fucking felt like.
yeah. Especially too because
I
like
was just
I've
like,
I've legitimately played Yu-Gi-Oh, and some of those matches will take like 5 minutes, and so it's like there's no reason for this Yu-Gi-Oh duel to
it
take
would
5 episodes,
go into like, well, yeah, because it'd be like going like the backstory, like, oh, this is how I got my Blue Eyes White Dragon card. I'm like, oh my god, dude.
or this is why I'm
In the
evil now
way
and shit.
that I
Yeah.
don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, dude. But yeah, so I figured since you're talking about one card game, I can bring up another card
Well,
game
Pokemon's not a card
that's
game;
also a
it's
video
a
game.
phenomenon, actually. But
Well, it is
go
also
off.
well.
So part of it is a card game.
Have you guys? Okay, obviously you haven't, Devin, but
You say I play.
JJ, have you played that TCG?
Are you gonna ask me if I played the card game?
Yeah,
Yes, I played it like
like the
like
phone
20 years
app.
ago. Yeah.
No, the phone version, the one you could download on
Oh,
your
the
phone
actual
right now.
phone game? No. I played the original, like the actual card game, and the one on Game Boy Color.
Dude, the one on Game Boy Color was fun. Like, Devin, you
Yeah,
have
it
a
is slap,
Switch?
bro. It was
Devin, you
it
have a
was really
Switch?
fun, bro.
Yeah.
Like
No,
one of my guilty pleasures is that game.
yeah. Devin, you have a Switch. I know you have like
You
the
know I
Switch
have a
Online.
Switch.
No, I'm saying you have a Switch. I know you have Switch Online. Even though you're not a Pokemon guy, I suggest you play that because it's on there, like the Game Boy shit or whatever. Play
Never
the
gonna do
Pokemon
that.
card game. It's fun. It's not long. It's not a bad game. I liked it. I beat it a few times, so because I had it for a Game Boy or whatever. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next thing. I just wanted to put that in there because I like Pokemon still. I even caught myself actually playing a couple days ago Pokemon Violet. So yeah, and I did download that Pokemon TCG app. So all right, let's start with let's go with this bad news, I guess. So developer illfonic, they made Friday the 13th and Predator Hunting Grounds. They make those types of games like 1 versus 4 or 5 or whatever. That's kind of their thing. I think they even did the Ghostbusters game. Um what is it called?
Boo.
The Ghostbusters game is fun. You shut your dirty fucking whore mouth. All right. What is it? Spirits Unleashed. It's called Spirits Unleashed. It's one of my favorite games
Boo.
from the past few years. Okay, of this generation. Anyways,
Name 5 people who still play that game.
it doesn't matter if there's 5 people to play. I still play, and that game has bots, so I don't need people to play. I can always play with myself. Anyways, so Ilphonic, they've been hit by
Wait,
layoffs.
Clip that. Clip
Yeah,
that.
clip that. Clip that. So they've been hit by layoffs as the team has quote realigned to a refined strategy. Um, all this tells me is I think these like 1 versus 4 or 5 games are probably. I mean, remember there was a point where like they were, a few of these were coming out. It seemed like Ilphonic was kind of making a bunch of them, or most of them. But there's Friday the 13th, Predator Hunting Grounds, Spirits Unleashed. There's what's that one with a bunch of killers in it? Dead by Daylight, right?
By Daylight,
Yeah, there's that. There was like an Evil Dead game that's the same, right? Um,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Texas
Ace
Chainsaw
Friday
Massacre.
13th.
Yeah, that's right. And then like, you know what's funny? Because all these games came out, with what it's been, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 years of these games coming out. What was like the first? You guys remember the first game that did that, but probably was a little too early? It was fucking from the people who made Left
Evolve
4 Dead, Evolve. Yeah, because
game sucked.
oh, that game was terrible. It was, if you were the monster, you're basically winning because all you had to do was hide, and it was super easy to hide. Like that game was not fun. I don't know what
Like
they
we
were
talked
thinking.
about it. I don't know if I talked about it in the podcast, but I've talked about it. That was my worst gaming purchase
Yeah,
ever.
I've talked about it on the
So I
podcast.
bought like that. Yeah, that was like a $90 edition that I bought. I mean, because JJ, you went to PAX and fucking played that, and like you were like, dude, this game's awesome. And like I played the
Yeah, it was
beta,
fun.
and everyone's like, dude, this game fucking rules. And it's like, then it came out, where everyone's like, oh, actually, there's no fucking depth to this, and we're like, all right.
I think I think those types of games need to be like, they need to be budget titles, because I think that was probably an unfortunate thing for Evolve. As far as I know, all the other games that have come out, don't I swear I never see them at full price. 60, $70. They're always like 40, $50. But Evolve was full priced, so like, it doesn't justify at the time paying $60, you paying $90 for something that's so shallow. You know what I mean? It looked good. Don't get me wrong. That game looked really good, but you know, also too, I think these game like this style of game, as fun as they can be, they are games that like you could probably play for a few days and be like, okay, I have my fill. Maybe you'll go back to it. Maybe you won't. Whatever. I think those like the, there's probably too many of them, and they're probably better off to just be like free to play games.
I thought that Evolve became free to play at the end.
It
Yeah, it did. And
did, right?
then they took the servers off.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember
Yeah,
this.
they
It was
changed the name. It was like Evolve. They changed even the name. They even like called it something else.
like Evolve. Fuck yeah, you're right, right? What was that name? Let me see. They like added a new, like a subtitle or whatever, right?
Hmm.
I am looking. Evolve Stage 2. That's a stupid name. Evolve Stage 2.
Well, the monster goes to stage 2. That's why.
Yeah, I
Total.
get it. I get it, but it's just okay. No, I was gonna say, do you guys remember this? It was a 360 arcade title, um, called Nexus, but it was spelled Nexuiz.
No.
It was an arena shooter. Like I said, it was an arcade title on the three. It was, I think it was part of like one of those summer of arcade things where like, oh, buy all the games and you get, some, I don't know, free game, or I forgot what it was. Um, well, Illphonic actually made the one that was, because I think it was like a reboot of an older game called Nexus, and Illphonic actually made that game, the one that I'm thinking of that was looking it up right now. It came out in 2012. Um, it was published by THQ. That's damn. I don't know. That game was kind of fun. It used CryEngine. I remember that. I remember I was like, damn, this game looks good. CryEngine is a pretty good engine. That's what they used for Evolve as well. I don't know. Do you think this is a sign of maybe like those, what do they call them? Asymmetrical shooters or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just like, I mean, like they're just like oversaturation in the market
You know what?
at
That
this point.
probably
Because
is
yeah,
it
like you
too.
said, like
Yeah. There's kind of a lot of them. It probably also doesn't help that like most of them are like horror themed. You have Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Evil Dead. So it's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
like,
just I think it's just easy, bro. A little easier to do something like that.
yeah. I mean those types of
Just
games
make
make
one
sense
dude
too.
get a
Yeah.
well-known killer, and then you're fine. Like Dead by Daylight, it's like, oh, yeah, people know Stranger Things. Let's just get the Demigorgon. Like, cool. Let's get Michael Myers, dude. Freddy Krueger, Pyramid Head. You know, let's make some of our random parents. Chucky. You know, it's just crazy. You know, like I played Dead by Daylight when they released fucking Pyramid Head. Like, of course.
I yeah. I mean I do like the Ghostbuster Spirits Unleashed. But that is a different style than compared to the others of like one's the serial killer, the others are the survivors trying to get away. And I think Ghostbusters is a little bit better because from what I played of like Friday the 13th and a little bit of Dead by Daylight on PC somehow. I don't even remember how I ended up playing that. Um like yeah, you can fight back, but like you're kind of not meant to. Like you're just supposed to try to escape. Whereas Ghostbusters is, you're actively trying to capture the ghost. Like yeah, the ghost can be a little powerful sometimes and all that stuff. But I don't know. I've been in enough matches where the split between whether the ghost wins or the Ghostbusters win has been yeah, at least kind of somewhat fair.
Mm.
But I don't know. But yeah, Devin, you're probably right. We're probably like at a saturation point with these types of games. So it's like, and like I said, I don't think those types of games are like they're the, inherently the way they're designed or whatever. They're not going to be like an Overwatch or a Call of Duty or what's that tactical shooter on
Oh, they
PC?
offer like they're special for a bit like yeah, they're not gonna be esports related, but like I think
But I'm saying
it's
like
just
where
tough
someone is
to
just gonna
make
play
another
that game all the
game.
time.
Yeah, like if
Like
you're gonna
that's
play a
their
game,
game.
like oh, there's a Dead by Daylight or another one. Like I'd rather play the other one that's actually kind of well defined already.
Yeah, that's
Like
true
okay,
too. I think that's why, like I said, like most of them being horror themed probably isn't working. Like Ghostbusters, even though I haven't played it in a while, I bet you if I play, I could still find people because it's different enough. Whereas like yeah, if it's like okay, well there's Friday the 13th, Evil Dead, all stuff. You know what? I'll just play Dead by Daylight because it's been around for a while and it's more refined and everything. It just makes more sense. You kind of have to like Predator Hunting Grounds makes more sense as like oh let's do this because it is that's probably going to be a lot like Evolve actually, where it's yeah you're a group of I'm assuming this is how it is. I've never actually played it, but yeah you're probably a group of soldiers being hunted by the predator, but you could probably fight back and all that stuff. So okay, let's go ahead and move to the next thing. Oh, this one. We're probably not going to get a big discussion out of this one. I just want to know your guys' thoughts. So, a former Rockstar developer says holding back announcing when the next GTA 6 trailer will drop is a really good marketing tactic.
well probably VGA. I'm assuming.
I
Like, but
mean,
anyway, yeah, it's been a
yeah.
year, right? It's been a year since they announced anything.
Yes. Yes, it has been, right? Yeah. It was last year when they released that first
Yeah, a
trailer,
couple days
wasn't it?
ago was a year. So it was in December 6th was when they released it.
But I'm more interested in are you guys Do you guys agree with that? That not saying when the trailer is going to be is a good marketing tactic? Or do you think
Yeah,
they
I'm
should
excited when
just?
shit doesn't get fucking leak, dude.
Oh no, not leaks.
Honestly, it doesn't like I don't.
No, I mean not leak. I mean it's like I just like. Well, I'm saying like people just like either leak trailer because that's what kind of what happened. I like when shit just gets surprised me, bro. Like maybe like games that get shadow dropped are like super cool, dude. Like oh shit, dude, just like Baldur's Gate 3 just came out during the VGA, dude. Holy shit, dude, for Xbox. Yeah, I like that shit, bro. I don't need to have everything just
Yeah,
tell me like where's
yeah,
the surprise, bro. I
yeah. I
love
was
them.
gonna say I hate that shit too. Like I hate when they drop a trailer for like a movie or something or whatever. It's like full trailer, next week or something. Like why not just give me the trailer now?
And like, well, I don't know with GTA, like, I, for them, I don't. I mean, I don't think it matters to be honest. Like, I think for maybe for other developers, sure, it might matter.
Like
But for
say, hey, we're gonna
GTA,
drop a
like,
trailer.
yeah,
They
like they
probably in
could
Taylor they
say,
didn't have to drop one, yeah.
yeah, they don't even need. They don't like. That's the thing is like it's GTA. Like they're gonna sell a shit ton of copies of it. Doesn't matter what they do.
Yeah, I mean, GTA is GTA. It's it's gonna sell. Even even like the GTA trilogy remastered, like sold a
Mm-hmm.
bunch. I mean, people ended up wanting refunds and everything, but that did sell. If it just was polished when it first came out, probably would have been up there with in sales. But yeah, no, it's GTA. Like I would be surprised. I mean, it's supposed to come out next year, right? The next GTA, and if it
Yeah.
holds to that and it comes
Yeah.
out, if it holds to that and comes out, I would be so shocked if any other game, specifically I guess Call of Duty, was the number one selling game. Like it's gonna be GTA, right?
I mean, the way GTA still sells to this day, I find little doubt that whatever comes out, there's nothing that can outsell it next year.
No.
If it comes out, even if it comes out December 31st, 2025, it will be the best selling game of 2025.
Like I'm looking at the numbers. So
No.
so I'm looking at the numbers of like best selling games like all time. So I mean I think you guys know what number one is, right?
Tetris, right?
You know what's funny? Tetris is not even in the
It's
top
gotta be like
10.
number 3 or some shit, dude.
It is
Something.
not. Tetris is not even in the
Huh.
top 10.
What?
Somehow it is not in the top 10. Tetris. Oh wait, that says Tetris Game Boy. I wonder if
Oh yeah. I mean, because they've remade Tetris so many times, it's like,
yeah,
Yeah, for the like past like 30 plus years.
yeah.
Different versions of it.
So the number one selling game of all time is Minecraft.
oh
Three
yeah.
That makes
three
sense, yeah.
hundred million units sold. So yeah. Grand Theft Auto 5 though is the second highest all time.
Yeah. That thing is still like
Yeah, I'm
stays
like,
high
it
up in the
better
chart.
be. It was being sold for fucking 12 fucking years on 3 different consoles, so I hope it's up there.
Yeah.
Even when it wasn't
No, even
on,
when it was still selling like
even when it
hotcakes.
wasn't, it was still like on the top 20 for charts and sales and stuff. I'm like, who the fuck is still buying this game? Who doesn't have Grand Theft Auto?
There
Right?
was that thing where it was like apparently it was cheaper to buy a new copy that came with the shark card instead of buying shark cards. So
Okay.
there was that like thing that was floating around out there. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, apparently that was a
Because they
thing.
always put that game on fucking sale for like $20 every other week.
But I mean, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 is at 205 million units sold. Like it's just far and away above number 3, which is Wii Sports at 82 million. Almost 83 million. Like
Yeah, that's only because it came with the fucking console. Like
yeah.
I don't know.
it's actually Wii Sports Resort.
That'd be like counting like Link.
shit.
That'd be like counting like that Link's Adventure game that came
Link
free
CrossFit
with.
Training.
Yeah, that shit doesn't count.
So yeah,
People only got it because it came with the fucking piece of plastic.
so yeah. I mean, GTA 6. I mean, it's probably gonna sell what 30 million in the first year. Maybe depending on when it comes out. If it comes out late in the year, it might sell like 10 to 20. But I just don't see it doing less than maybe 30 million is actually too low too. Like, let me see if I could find like maybe the Call of Duty Black Ops, like what it's at right now. Black Ops 6, because that will give me maybe a good estimate on like I think this is what.
I would just go back and look at how many copies GTA 5 sold in the first year, and then double, probably, to be honest.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. Double that, because yeah, it's a juggernaut. Like GTA is a juggernaut. Like, and yeah, like what it. When did it come out again?
2013 September
2013? GTA 5?
2013.
So
Yep.
yeah, we've had
Yep.
11 years since the last Grand Theft Auto. Like,
I remember working that midnight launch back in the day.
I think I might have actually went to get GTA 5.
Yeah, I
Like at
worked the
midnight
midnight
launch.
launch and I worked at another job, so I played all night, and then I just went to work the next morning at like 6 and never slept. I ain't missing this shit.
Yeah. So it looks like Black Ops 6 right now is in like the 4 or 5 million range. I mean, there's probably like not as many sales because of Game Pass. So yeah, I'm gonna say GTA is probably gonna do within the 20 to 30 million range, just because. Oh well, it's not gonna release on PC, so maybe 15 million. It's just gonna release on console at first. Yeah. You think they're gonna release a trailer at the Game Awards? You think they'll be
Nah,
in the
It'd be
trailer?
smart,
maybe.
but that'd be like a good spot to do it.
It'd be a good. I mean,
Everybody's
but the thing is,
watching
they
it.
just don't. Well, yeah, but again, like I don't know.
They march to the beat of their own
It's
drum.
I don't know. GTA can. I know this is like a different fucking thing or whatever, but like Taylor Swift can do whatever Taylor Swift wants to do, and people are gonna find out about it. She doesn't need like to use someone else's platform where a lot of people are watching. If they release a trailer, that information is gonna get out, like, and everyone's gonna go look for it. Like, they don't need. It's not like they're like, oh, this new trailer got leaked. Like the Gears, like it's not like with Gears. It's like Gears, like they
It kind of
use
needs
like
that.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a whole thing. Like even though Gears is a huge IP or Halo, it's like, but like fucking GTA is like
It's
non-hardcore
GTA.
gamers and everyone are gonna. Yeah, like you got people who don't really game or going out there like, oh shit, dude, GTA. So it's like they'll seek it out. So I think like in that respect, they don't need it, but I mean they could do it just for hype.
Well,
I mean,
it's the
if
same like
anything,
why Marvel even tries to promote shit to like the Super Bowl. Like, they don't need the Super Bowl to promote it, but it's a very good place to do it. It's just easy
you know
marketing to
what?
do
But
it
the thing
anyway.
is, that's different. That's different because of like you have to promote your movie
But
regardless. Like you have to promote your movie. You can't just like I think Grand Theft Auto could
we can do it
literally
on.
no. I think Grand Theft Auto is one of those things
Shadow
where it's
drop.
like you could literally never release a trailer, release the game, and it would like people are like, dude, the new GTA's out, and it's gonna sell a lot. Movies, you have to like, regardless, you're gonna have to. You can't just be like, drop the next.
Even like big fucking Endgame or some shit, like those
Yeah,
big fucking Marvel
I
crazy
don't think you
movies.
can
Yeah,
do.
no, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think
I
you could
don't
do
think
that.
so. Marvel's such a big IP now too. I think they could do it. You're just delusional at that point. There's no way. If it's some fucking buff like Ant-Man's like off fucking villain bullshit, then probably. But
No, I
like
don't think
Squirrel
so.
Girl
I don't
looking
think so
here,
because
totally. But
no, I don't think so because like what? How long are movies in theaters nowadays? A few weeks, a month? Like you have to get
depending on
as
how good the
many.
movie is, could be there for a
You have
few
to
months.
get as many eyes knowing that like we are releasing a movie at this point. You have to. Whereas a video game, once it's out there, it's not like, oh, we're only going to sell it for a few weeks and then whatever. Like no, it's out there. It's going to sell forever,
Yeah, and then when the movie comes out, it comes
in
to digital
perpetuity.
and fucking physical copies. They'll be there forever. The same shit.
I don't know, man. I don't think it works the same when it comes to even as big as Marvel is. You need to hype up those things with trailers and all that stuff. You
Yeah,
have
so
to.
why not hype it up at the fucking VGA shit? It's easy. It's just
I
easy
think
fucking thing. I
no,
know they can do it, but it's just easy.
but see, the first trailer wasn't at the Game Awards, right? It was its own thing, and it became like, wasn't it like? Maybe I might
Yeah, it
be
was leaked and
misremembering
then
this,
yeah,
but I
it was
might
supposed
be
to be the
misremembering this.
next
Didn't
day.
it become like the highest viewed like video on YouTube in 24 hours, like ever when it came
Yes.
out? And had nothing to do with the Game Awards. It was just its own thing. If
Yeah,
anything,
because again, a game. It's the hype for the fucking game. It's a game. People have been waiting for another GTA for fucking 10 years,
but that's what
dude.
I'm
But yeah,
saying.
you get all the memes. It's just like, oh, this happened before we got GTA 6.
Yeah.
If anything, if I were like Jeff Keighley, I would fucking pay whatever. I would just be like, look, here's the check, write a number. I need your trailer. I need your trailer. Like, please, I need your trailer. If I'm Jeff Keighley, I'm doing that. Like, I don't know if he could do it, but if if any entity or whatever would benefit from a trailer on the Game Awards, it's the Game Awards having the next GTA trailer, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Like, the Game Awards needs the GTA trailer more than the GTA trailer needs the Game Awards.
That I believe. That statement I get behind.
Yeah, because somebody wants to also sit at the VG and just hear fucking Kojima just fucking with Jeff Keighley up there.
I'm not looking.
No.
You know what? I'm not even going to be able to watch it on Thursday because I'm going to be at my company's Christmas party. I'll have to catch it the next day.
You
I'm
getting
not looking.
schmammered?
Yeah, sure. I'm getting schmammered, I guess.
Are you gonna brown out?
I don't. First of all, that's racist to Mexicans. Right? You can't
It's not
brown.
because it's an always sunny quote. It's where you don't completely black
No.
out because you remember parts of it.
No, that's racist. I'm telling you right now.
Whatever. No, you're just not an It's Always Sunny fan. That's okay.
I am, but like I'm not gonna remember everything about that fucking. That show has so many seasons. Like I'm just not gonna remember everything.
They're like 10 episodes a season on average.
They still have a lot of seasons. There's what they're about to
Yeah, get a
have
better memory,
their 15th
old
season,
man.
16th season. I
Get a
know
better
that they.
memory, old man.
Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next thing. Let's talk about your guys' favorite game, Fortnite. You're gonna be releasing a 5v5 tactical mode that's like Valorant or
Yeah,
Counter Strike, and it's set to launch in early access on December 11th. I know you guys are excited about that, right?
No.
Like, no. Why would we
I don't
be?
care about playing first person Fortnite, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be in first person mode. Yeah.
I haven't played Fortnite since like season 1. I'm like, this
Well, the
sucks.
OG season's back, so if you want to play season 1 again, you
No.
can.
Back then I was like, it sucks, and I didn't play it.
Like back then, I didn't like it. Why
It's
would I
like,
like it
and they're
now?
like, oh, we got no build. I'm like, I can just play PUBG, baby, PUBG.
I don't know. I
PUBG,
I
PUBG,
might
PUBG,
try it out. It's that, but you see what they're doing, like, because they have their Fortnite. Don't they have the, what is it, Lego Fortnite? That's like a building mode. They're trying to do like a Minecraft style thing. They have that. What was it called? Fortnite Rock or
like
some shit
festival.
festival. There we go. And then there's the rocket race thing, whatever they had. They're clearly trying to. When I talked about this, or I said this when we had talked about it before. After they announced those 3 games being added into Fortnite, they want to turn Fortnite into a platform. So this is just the next step in doing that. They are now gonna have a 5v5 Valorant / Counter Strike style first person mode. I wonder if they're gonna have
The season
make it like
pass
a hero
probably.
shooter, huh?
Season pass.
Oh
They'll
yeah, they're gonna have
probably
a
have a
season pass.
hero shooter soon
I'm
enough.
wondering if they're gonna
So
have
like
like
there's
a
gonna be
hero
4 different
shooter thing.
fucking modes. That's crazy, dude. They
Well,
really
maybe they
pushed that
can't
fucking
do
uh
that.
that their subscription based the Fortnite uh monthly fucking fee.
It's so hilarious to me what Fortnite has become because of what it started out as. Was that
PUBG
survival
calling a
thing?
suck fucking dick,
No,
and then they wanted to do that.
The original
Oh,
Fortnite.
I know. Don't tell me I know. I know. There's a thing, but they wanted to experiment and copy PUBG, and that's what popped them off.
Yeah, that's what
they
made it
they
famous.
were about to make the game free also, but they saw how fucking fun Fortnite was. They're like, you know what? No, I'm still waiting for Fortnite still to still be free, and they promised.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next thing.
Good times, good
Yeah,
times, bro.
Fortnite. That game is inevitable, or that platform is now inevitable. All right, man, this is a crazy story. So it's not about video games per se, but it does involve a console. A guy was hit by a truck, but his life was saved by
Nice.
his Xbox Series X. So he put out a tweet of what happened. Let me say right here, he was on his way home. You know, he had just bought the Xbox. It was in his backpack. He got hit by a truck. He was riding his bike, whatever. Then he got hit by a truck. Basically, he got dragged under the truck and everything. Uh, but the Xbox somehow saved his life. I guess because it was in his backpack. Maybe he didn't take the full hit or something from the ground, or get scraped up or whatever.
How big is this fucking backpack, man? Jesus
I would say,
Christ.
yeah, the backpack probably had a lot to do with it too. Well, it was a Series S, not a Series X. So the
Okay.
Series S is small. But yeah, it's right here. I wasn't gonna get shredded. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get shredded beneath the truck, so I used my left leg to attempt to slow the truck. At this point, my bike wedged right. Uh, my bike wedged my right leg, so I couldn't move it anywhere. Next thing I know, my backpack was only hanging by my left shoulder and was slammed into the curb along me afterwards. Yeah, he just basically got dragged. He said he got dragged about 12 feet and everything, but the Xbox saved him. The craziest part, the Xbox was still working. It
That's
worked.
some good that's some good packaging right there.
I'm into that. So far, Xbox saves man's life. What a song.
And
Xbox,
still works.
And
and
it
it
still
still
fucking
works.
works.
Yeah. Like that is, I don't know, man. That's
What's your Switch gonna do?
fucking die along with me. If
Nice.
anything, Switch might explode. No, yeah, I wanted to talk about this because that's a crazy kind of thing you hear about, like,
Where did this happen at? Like
uh
New York, probably. If he's riding his bike, I feel like it's like a New York thing.
let me see.
Yeah, I mean,
Utah. The guy's
like
from
those.
Utah.
Utah.
Is that where the Haitian people are? Trump says that they, eat cats and shit there. No, that's Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, Utah's where the Mormons are at.
That is where the Mormons are. You're not wrong about that. So yeah, don't you guys wish your Xbox would save your life or do something like that for you?
Xbox already saved my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
by
know how many
just
times I wanted
being
to
hit.
end it without this Xbox, bro?
So you know how many times I just want to put the barrel of a gun in my mouth and just say, "Fuck it, pull the trigger." But then I hear that from the Xbox. I can't do the fucking sound. And I'm like, you know what? It's all good. Everything's gonna be okay.
Like
And then
Everett ends it all before GTA 6, bro.
and then you
Damn.
play Gears and you're like, motherfucker, lag. No, oh no, no more host, but still, I
No, there's
shot.
still hosts.
Oh yeah,
Host.
a little bit, huh? Yeah.
Well,
Oh
no,
my
I'm just
god,
like it doesn't matter. Even if there's not technically a host, there's a host.
there's always a host. Like that motherfucker's hosting somehow. Oh man, the good old Gears days. Like, oh, of course you won because you're host.
And then if you were host and you didn't get fucking, if you did, you sucked.
Oh
Like,
yeah, if you were host
God, you got
and you got fucked up, damn.
There was no winning. There was no
There's just
winning. If you were
there's.
host, you were just. It's like, oh, you're trash. You're
It's like,
host.
oh,
You can't
of
even
course you
fucking.
had 15 kills because you were a host.
And then they quit. They
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
All right. We got two more things to talk about. So we'll leave the Ubisoft thing for last because that's the most hilarious one. There's rumors. This is just rumors right here. Supposedly Steam might actually make a console, or not Steam.
PC
Valve
Master Race, man.
You mean a
might make a
PC?
Steam console.
Well,
I
then
mean
they have the Steam Deck. No, like
that
that weird one, like a long time ago.
I don't think
Remember?
that was a
Them?
console. Yeah, that was that like Steam thing or whatever.
Yeah,
But
they
that
made
was
Shit.
more. Wasn't that more like it was supposed to like just stream your games or something like that? It wasn't actual like a
Yeah.
console. This seems more like it would be like a super powerful console.
So a
Like a
Honestly,
stream
PC
your
that
games from Steam, right?
specifically.
a PC that you maybe can't upgrade. Like that's all it looks like. If anything, I don't know. I
So a pre-built
A
PC.
pre-built PC, yeah. That's maybe more
Isn't that what consoles
affordable,
are?
if anything. Although maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. If this is true and they're trying to do this, I I don't understand it. Like I don't see the point in making a console for Valve. Like uh, you know, if somebody really wants to play stuff through Steam, they're gonna get a PC. They'll just build a PC or buy a PC, whatever it is. Having a console just doesn't, to me it doesn't seem like a viable option in growing their business. The Steam Deck makes sense because it's a handheld that's super powerful enough or powerful enough to like play the games that you have,
Well, and there
and
wasn't
you can
really
take it on
anything
the
like
go.
it in the market.
Yeah, but you could like take it on the go. Having a console, like it's just like at that point, you know, I mean, what is the point? Because it's a stationary thing you're gonna leave at home. Unless there's like really good symmetry between the Steam Deck and their Steam console, I just don't really see a point. I mean, if anything, because they don't make like official ones, right? Like just make docks for your Steam Deck, and then it's like, oh yeah, now you play it on TV. 'Cause they
Yeah.
don't make them themselves, right? It's third parties.
I think they have. I think they have an official Steam Dock now. I think.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think if anything, that's what you do. Is you don't make a console. You just like, oh, here's our new Steam Deck dock or whatever, or whatever. Maybe not call it a dock. They might get sued by Nintendo. Call it, whatever. And now you can play your Steam Deck through your TV. To me, that makes more sense. So I don't know. I mean, if they made a console, would you guys want to play? Would you guys want one?
Nope. Nope, because I have my own PC.
yeah.
But I mean, what if you want like just a console?
I'm not gonna buy another like. If all it
And
does is stream, or not stream, but if all it does is have access to Steam on there, it's like I have a PC that can just do that now. So there's legit no point to having that. Because it's not like it's gonna fucking connect. I mean, because yeah, if it's just a PC, like it might have Game Pass, but it's like I can get Game Pass on my PC already. And
No, I mean, if they make a console, if this is what they're gonna do, I don't think it would be. See, we're kind of being like, what's the word, like redundant with it. I think it would, like, if they legitimately made a console, it would just be, I don't know how the Steam Deck is. Like, I don't think it would be like a PC. I think it would be just like, here's the Steam OS, and it would just be like, if you play your PlayStation or your Xbox, that's all it is that OS, and you go to the store, buy a game and then
But
play
you
the
can
game on it.
digitally and stream it on your
I
console.
don't think it,
Okay.
but I don't think it would have like streaming like that. It might be a thing where you could stream Steam game, like whatever games
No
that you
man, like
bought
you
on
stream a
Steam.
game down there to download it, and that's it. It's
But I
just a
think,
digital
yeah,
console. When people were bitching about when Xbox or PlayStation had a discless version, so
that's
weird.
that's
But
eh,
I
that's that's most likely would it be a all digital console, so you could download games, yes, but also stream. And oh yeah, you're completely right about that. That people probably would not bitch about that, even though they're bitching about like digital being like,
because it's coming from Steam, like
yeah, yeah. Apparently, Steam can do no wrong.
well, yeah, Gabe, like fucking PC people would let Gabe Newell fucking do whatever they wanted to their bodies.
They would, yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's rumors for now. Whether it actually happens or not, that's a whole other thing. And like I said, I don't even think it should be a thing. Again, it should, a dock makes more sense. Play your Steam Deck through your TV through this. Give us fucking $80. They'd want to fucking charge you an arm and a leg
well,
for some
well that's
reason.
how the other thing was. The one that I made earlier was like $100, and then the Steam controller to buy with it, which had like the weird looking
Oh my
smooth.
god, that Steam controller. You think that if they actually were to do a dock, that they'd bring back that controller?
They better not. The controller was fucking ass.
I I don't. I mean, I understand why they did it that way, but maybe no. that just that was so weird to have that as the controller. Like, I will never understand that. Okay, all right. All right, we're gonna talk about Ubisoft. Basically, I don't even know what's going on with Ubisoft. This is gonna be the last thing we talk about. So we're gonna start off with like I guess, the more not surprising thing. They're shutting down XDefiant. I don't know why I didn't save anything, but let me see if I can find when they're shutting it down.
It's
June.
like
I thought Devin said
June or
June 3rd.
July.
Was it? I thought I saw January, but I could
No,
be
it's June
wrong.
or
No,
July.
it's June. Yeah.
That's June. Yeah, the servers are planned to sunset at June 3rd, 2025. Yeah, it's not surprising that this is happening. The game wasn't doing well, but Ubisoft's
Especially once
clearly,
Call of Duty came out, like
yeah.
Yeah,
all the
Black Ops
numbers.
6. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on the actual game.
The thing that's sad about them shutting it down is that XDefiant isn't a bad game. It's actually a pretty good game. Like, it feels good to play. It's, it got enough modes. You know, it's free to play too. So like, if they just were like, no, we're gonna be persistent on making sure that this is at least somewhat successful. They just kept at it. It it I think it'd be all right. But clearly they were just like, nah, we're good. Just cut it.
I think it's a thing just to try to get quick cash and leave.
But
They should
yeah,
probably just focus on fucking goddamn Siege. That's the only thing that's really going anything for them. The random Assassin's
but
Creed,
see, the
kind of
thing
that
is,
meh.
Rainbow Six Siege, they like I remember when Rainbow Six Siege came out, as popular as it was, kind of, it also was like not the way it is now. They were like, let's try to work on this to make it bigger, and
Yeah, Siege when it initially came out did not have the
it wasn't
popularity it
setting
does
yeah, it
today.
was not setting the world on fire. Now it's like, yeah, one of the more like it's I, I know people would crucify me for saying this, but like it's rivaling Counter Strike, at least in a sense, in that tactical shooter genre or whatever. I mean, obviously, it's gone off the rails with some of his stuff, where it's like, oh, you can play as Master Chief in Rainbow Six Siege or whatever, and like, oh, now we have
Wait, well, he's a skin,
he's
but
a
yeah.
skin, but yeah, but like, or well, okay, the operator that's in a wheelchair, like, it's gone off
Well, she
the
controls
rails.
two
She
characters
yeah, she
that are
controls
robots
robots.
because she's a scientist.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's gone off the
But again,
rails
it's
in what
it's
it's.
inclusive. It's inclusive.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. But yeah, they kept at it. But I think Ubisoft does kind of have a tendency to be like, this isn't working, just cut it, because they did that with that what was it called? Rainbow Six. It was
The
called
fucking virus
Quarantine,
one,
right?
Extraction.
Extraction. Like, do you hear any kind of like, oh, we're gonna, new stuff for this game or anything? Like, no.
Well, I think that during that time, like a lot of shit was going off for that stupid extraction kind of shit for some weird reason. Like Gears had it, yeah, Rainbow had it, Aliens had it. I don't know, like I don't
But
know
like
what the
also
fuck popped
too,
off for people making that kind of shit.
like they were planning on supporting the what was it called, Breakpoint, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That when was the last time you heard of
Oh,
anything?
there's jumper.
There was, they the Division 2 didn't pan out the way they wanted to, so they just kind of left it. Like they do that a little too much, where it's like, oh, it's not going the way we want to right now,
I gotta.
huh?
Sorry.
But yeah, it's not going the way they want, like right away, so they just decide, nah, never mind, we're done. Like you kind of have to now. I think it's in this current like climate of games, you have the chance to be able to be like, fuck it, just keep going, keep going, keep going, and eventually it's going to find its audience. Because a lot of people kind of expect that to happen with games, unfortunately. Whether they should or not is a whole other thing, but it is a thing that happens a lot where it's like, yeah, of course this game had bugs or had issues or whatever. But like I said, I did enjoy the game. I didn't play it enough. So yeah, I'm attributing to the like,
And
Did
that's
you
why
buy the
it's
season
shutting
pass?
down.
yeah. But if it would have kept at it, it's one of those games I could have seen like, oh, I'm gonna go back to it
Well,
for a
only
little bit.
people you've seen play is literally the fucking person, the bitch that turns invisible. And it's like, okay, cool. You have all these other cool characters. Occasionally, you see the random people that play the fucking the whatever, like the division people, the fire guys. I like you play some of those. I really liked how each one has specific different abilities for playing those classes. Like the fire guys, you did have damage over time, bullets
Yeah,
added to your stuff,
yeah. I did like
and
that too. Yeah, that's what
it
I'm
just makes
saying.
it at least everything's unique.
The game had something that if they just pushed at it, tweaked a few things, that it would find its niche and be like Paladins. Paladins is still around, isn't it? I mean, like we have Overwatch and now we have Marvel Rivals, but Paladins has stayed around. Or like
Well,
there's
it
League of
was
Legends,
the fucking goddamn Walmart version of fucking Overwatch. If you wanted
but
to, oh,
still,
ours is
it's
free though. I was
stuck
like,
around. It's
mm,
stuck around. That's what I'm saying. Like
mm.
sometimes it's not bad to be third place. I think. Like Apex Legends is still a thing, and you think it's ever gonna overcome Fortnite or PUBG or shit now Call of Duty? So it's fourth place technically.
Dude, PUBG is fourth place for sure. That in that list.
No, actually, apparently PUBG is like a fucking amazing shit.
No,
Really?
PUBG's not.
In China?
See, yeah,
Oh.
it's the Chinese market that's really like PUBG.
Yeah,
I
like
was
it's
looking,
China.
yeah, I was looking at that list. PUBG's like the third or fourth best selling game of all time.
Does that include mobile or not include mobile?
No, like they play a lot. Like I'm
Mhm.
surprised PUBG is actually so like high up there in the list for some reason. Like
Yeah,
nobody talks about it, but yet it's like
it is
really high up there.
it is a
by count.
juggernaut. It's a
Wow.
quiet juggernaut. Yeah. So yeah, I would say probably Apex Legends is maybe more fourth place.
Because they don't do anything. They make just game more shit.
But I'm
Yeah, like
just
people
saying,
say like it's just not fun and the hackers
still-
are there, you know. It's just
but Apex Legends is
but those
still
games
trucking
always
along.
have hackers.
Yeah. XDefiant could have trucked along, especially too because like even though it's a hero shooter, it's not as hero shootery as obviously like Overwatch. It could have stayed within like but we're more of a military shooter because when you think of
So like
military
Valorant.
shooters, or well yeah, but when you think of military shooters, what do you have right now? You have Call of Duty.
Yeah, you have that new Dark Zero game that just came out a couple of days ago. You have yeah, Escape from Tarkov is another one. You have
No, those are
PUBG, Call of Duty,
no, but
Fortnite. Well, kind of Fortnite.
those games all have something
No,
like there's survival or this or this. I'm talking about like just straight shooter. Like
okay, yeah, there's a Escape from Tarkov Arena. There's that one.
I
It's a
guess
straight
okay.
up Call of Duty thing. There's that one as well. Like I said, the Zero Dark one is a fucking straight up Battlefield free to play. It looks like Battlefield free to play when they had that shit available. Like
No
years
Battlefield
ago.
play for free.
That's what it looks. Yeah, like there's another game that came out a couple
Remember
days
those
ago.
two?
I think the same time as Marvel.
Do you guys remember there was two free to play Battlefield games? There's Battlefield Play for free, which was like more realistic. It was like Battlefield 4 or something, whatever, which is probably why it was the play for free. The 4 was a actual 4. But there was that one, it was called like I think it was called Battlefield Heroes or something.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
I think it was called Battlefield Heroes. It was like a cartoony game. I think it might have been a third person shooter too. I want to say it was Battlefield Heroes. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I did play for free a little bit. I've never played Heroes. If yeah, Battlefield Heroes. Yeah, it was more of a cartoon. It looked like that what's that fucking Team Fortress. It looked like Team Fortress.
Oh,
Like
Team
that.
Fortress.
It looked like that kind of art style. You know, with like yeah. I don't know. I think XDefiant could have carved out its own little
xDefiant could have
section.
done it. I feel like xDefiant just
They
trying to
just
make a
gave
quick
up.
buck for fucking.
Yeah.
Just quick
They
buck
got their
for them or
money.
whatever.
They got whatever money and said, "All right, we're gonna consider this a loss, and that's it. It's over." Like whatever. Rest in peace, XDefiant. All right,
Yeah.
let's talk about this last Ubisoft thing, and that'll be it. Ubisoft is looking to get bought out, specifically by Tencent, but also in a way that the Guillemot family doesn't lose control over the company. So they still want to run the company, but they want to be bought by Tencent. I don't know if that's like maybe they just become CEOs and that's it, or they share ownership with Tencent. I don't know, but they're specifically looking to be bought out by Tencent. I It's confusing. I don't. And I mean, Ubisoft has had a very rough couple years. I mean, we're just talking about them shutting down XDefiant. They've had layoffs.
Yeah, especially
They've
some
had,
like yeah. It's just all the layoffs, and then they're really trying to get money. So there's gonna be a lot of it. Just didn't make quick cash. We gotta just dump and go to another one. Just go. Trying to
well,
find like it's like kind of like the what do you call it? They had like Among Us or some shit like that. Like those games that kind of came out of the blue and just made bank for a little bit.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, like I said, they've had layoffs. They have games that didn't sell well, like the Star Wars game. yeah, I mean, they're kind of been continuing down this path of like not being as profitable. I mean, when if you're looking online on social media of what the general vibe is when it comes to Ubisoft, like they're not loved. They're will just I'll be nice in saying that, like, they're not loved. There's not a lot
They
of
were
nice
before,
words.
but
No. There was a time where when a Ubisoft game was coming out, I would see a lot of excitement for it. That time is gone. And when you see a new Ubisoft game announcement, there's always some kind of negativity, whether it's like, "Oh, yeah, the Star Wars game's coming out, but it just looks like it's going to be a Ubisoft open world game." And this character looks ugly and stuff like that. Or, "Oh, cool, a new Assassin's Creed, but of course they're going to DEI it and this and that or whatever." Or, "Oh, it's just, why can't we get the old style of Ubisoft Assassin's Creed or whatever?" Um, you know, I mean, I remember when xDefiant first came out, like, or not came out, first was shown. There was a lot of like, because it was a Tom Clancy thing at first. It was Tom Clancy's xDefiant, and people were like, "Why is this a Tom Clancy thing? Just why? It's nothing like what Tom Clancy should be." Which is kind of funny because like Rainbow Six is nothing like what Tom Clancy is. Basically now the Tom Clancy name, but like, yeah, they've been on a downward trend, and at some point it kind of seemed like maybe they might look to be getting bought out. I thought it was going to be a thing sooner rather than later, or not sooner. I mean, like more a little bit later on, not this quickly, because I mean, like, what did they release this year? It was the Prince of Persia game,
Star
right?
Wars,
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars, Prince of
Avatar.
Persia. I think Avatar was this year, or maybe Avatar was late last year. I'm not sure.
Oh, I think it was last year. I think it came out in December. I think.
And
Yeah, right.
well, even whether it was late last year or this year, I don't think that game sold very well either.
No, it went because
Yeah,
it's Far Cry with
I
an
think.
Avatar skin.
Yeah, that I think I was also thinking like you had like amazing properties and just Far Cry was.
So I'm looking at what they've released this year. Avatar was last year, but they released Prince of Persia, Skull and Bones, xDefiant, The Rogue Prince of Persia, Star Wars Outlaws, and a new Just Dance game. So a little thin on releases from them, but like, yeah, Prince of Persia apparently didn't sell well, right? We talked about that. Skull and Bones. Do you hear anyone talk about Skull and Bones? I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
like a
that,
quadruple A title, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that
they're
quadruple.
quadruple out. Well, the fucking Best Buy had on sale at one point for $10. Like
Yeah,
the fucking special edition. Best Buy had that shit on sale for $10.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, bro.
So yeah, and I'm pretty sure that
One of
game
I
my
didn't
remember I
sell
sent that.
well
In
favorite
the,
either.
I
Fortnite
remember I sent
games
that in
for
the
like.
chat. I was like, "We picking this up, boys?"
Shit.
I said, "Fuck no."
Yeah, Skull and
No, I
Bones.
tried it out when Xbox had it on the free play days, and yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it didn't sell well. xDefiant, we just
No,
talked
it
about that. It's getting shut down. There's the Rogue Prince of Persia. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh no, it's an upcoming game. I guess it's not even out yet. It's a roguelike platform game. Okay. Uh, Star Wars Outlaws, again, like, it didn't sell well. And Just Dance. Probably Just Dance does what it does, but it's not like that's gonna save the
do
company.
they still release it on the Wii?
Dude, that's crazy. That's
You know
actually
what? Let
crazy
me
that they sell
No,
that
see.
shit. It was like
Let me
no,
see what.
2015, right? And they're still selling that shit on the Wii.
yeah.
Like, fuck, dude. Let the
Let me
Wii
see.
die, dog.
No, I'm gonna look it up right now. Uh, where is it? Why am I
It's waiting for
not?
the like. I know when they sell it for like the. I know when they sell it for like the Xbox Just Dance because I follow like Wario64 and Cheap Ass Gamer and
So
stuff like that. It's just a
no.
code in the box. Like Just Dance isn't even on a disc anymore.
So
They
it
just
looks
sell it
like it's
as a
only being
code.
released for current gen consoles. PlayStation 5,
I know, but
Switch,
like
and Xbox Series XS.
they don't even release it on. It's not even on disc anymore. They just put it in a code in the box.
Download it.
I don't even know why sell it as a boxed game
They
here.
I know. Like just sell it. Like just sell. Just have a Just Dance disc you sell, and then that just installs like the platform. Then people just buy. You can have like a release of Just Dance 2025 as a fucking. But yeah, just I would just print just it just launches the launcher, and then from there you just buy the shit. Like you would just buy like, oh, I want the 2025 release, or I just want Taylor Swift songs, or I just want fucking whatever.
Yeah, that makes more sense to make it. Yeah, I think, but them doing it like that, where it's basically more of a platform, they look at it and they're not going to make as much money. That's probably what they're thinking is that they'd rather
Mm-hmm.
just sell a box version, a quote unquote box version,
Yeah,
and that's how they make their money. And if people buy songs, cool, but they probably don't make enough on that end to justify just making it a platform over yearly releases. So
yeah, but it's kind of like how people feel with like sports games and stuff. It's like fucking just give me a fucking like sell me a title update. Don't sell me this bullshit where you're making me fucking.
yeah, no, I mean the yearly release thing is it just I don't think it makes sense anymore because for like any kind of game it maybe made sense for sports games back then.
Well, it also made sense more when like I mean, we know like it's well known facts that like video games take 3 to 4 years for like these big AAA games and stuff like that. So if you're doing like these yearly releases, and I don't think like obviously we know Call of Duty they have different developers for each year's cycle
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But like Madden, I don't think each year they really are just fucking reskinning it and then charging us.
it's because I mean, what are the differences? Like as a as a person who doesn't play those games, like you couldn't tell me or show me the differences between last year's games and this year's game. Like, okay, I guess the
It's very
roster.
there's very few things that they update on each year. They'll be like, oh, we added a new passing mechanic, or we added like essentially like ragdoll. I remember one year I was like, look, when you hit the person in the leg, then it reacts more. Like when they fall down off a tackle, it reacts more and stuff like that. So it's like it's shit like that where it's just like, okay, that's like, but like you could have just like patched that in when you bought like the new release or whatever. Like I don't know. Like just sell us seasons. Just like that's just look at it that way. Be like, we're selling you the new season, and you have to buy the new. If you want to like play, you got to get the new season. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, video games are in a rut for sure. Maybe GTA 6 will be the savior and everything will be on a great path after that.
GTA
I
is
don't
gonna
know.
come out and it's just gonna have like microtransactions. Just gonna be shit.
Oh no, there's gonna be microtransactions. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, there's gonna be, but no, like in the single player, they'll be like, oh yeah, here you go.
Oh my god, if they do microtransactions in the single player, that right there's
You get CJ, bro. You get CJ pops out of
that's gonna
nowhere,
be the
bro.
sign of
Still
the
this
end
PS2
times.
version, the PS2 graphical version of CJ too.
That will be the
If he
sign of
shows
the
up,
end
I better be
times.
able to do hot coffee.
This guy. All right, and on that, we're going to go ahead and end the podcast with the hot coffee reference. I don't think anyone's talked about that in a couple years. God, the hot coffee mod. Didn't it like
Okay.
didn't it do something where like they had to change the rating of the game, so they had to stop selling it for a bit or something.
Well, they had to
Yeah.
they had to patch it and then stop selling that specific version. I remember at GameStop we couldn't take ones from a certain. I forget what the fucking criteria was, but we couldn't.
Oh, you had to look at something. It's like, oh, we can't take this one.
Yeah, because we'd be like, oh, this one's got like a glitch in it, so we can't.
It's so funny too because like you look at the sex scenes through the hot coffee mod, and they're so tame compared to like some of the shit that like was in later. Like, I mean, there's a sex scene. It's real quick, but there's a sex scene in Red Dead Redemption 1, and like
Hell
titties are
yeah.
just out. I mean, look at Mass Effect Andromeda, titties out and ass and all that stuff. There's a
No,
fucking
no one
dick being
played it.
shown
No
in
one played it.
GTA.
No
Yeah,
one
nobody
played it
played it, bro.
enough.
Oh god.
No. Ryder, what was Devin? Ryder Retribution, dude.
Oh my god, yeah, that.
That had the best sex scene of all time.
Yep. That's oh man. All right, let's go ahead and end that. So that's gonna be episode 38 of the Gaming Chamber podcast. Next week's show should be packed. We got the Game Awards this Thursday, so that's pretty much gonna dominate our conversation. I've been Everett, your host. Devin,
See ya. Get well soon to Mr. Randy Moss out there. And that is all.
JJ,
Peace out.
this guy. Until next time, we'll catch you later.